How does a country stay strong, resilient, and true to itself, especially after hundreds of years of being taken over, ruled by different empires and facing countless challenges? For Serbia, the answer is found in its unwavering spirit of fighting back, in its deep-rooted sense of identity. Its history is not just a collection of dates and events, but a living story written in the blood of brave people who defended their homes and beliefs. Their sacrifices and triumphs are carved into the stones of old churches and monasteries, silent witnesses to centuries of struggle and faith. Their legends and values are sung in folk songs, passed down through generations, keeping the flame of Serbian identity alive. Big empires have come and gone, their ambitions clashing against the steadfast spirit of the Serbian people. Powers like the Romans with their legions and roads, Byzantines with their intricate culture and faith, Ottomans with their vast empire and influence, and Habsburgs, each left their mark, but none could truly conquer the Serbian soul. Because none could erase who Serbians are, their unique heritage, and their unwavering commitment to their traditions. Through every attack, every occupation, and every attempt to suppress their identity, Serbs held on to their language, the very essence of their thoughts and expressions. They fiercely protected their beliefs, their spiritual foundation that gave them strength in the darkest times, and they never gave up their land, the sacred soil that held the memories of their ancestors. Their story isn't just about pain and suffering, the hardships they endured, but about strength, the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. It's about a culture and shared memories that became a strong fort, an impregnable defense that no army could beat. Serbia's journey teaches us about bouncing back from the brink, about renewal and the enduring power of hope. It shows us that a country is more than just its borders on a map. It's a living entity, powered by shared stories, traditions, and a strong will to keep going no matter what. From old-time glory, the era of powerful kingdoms and cultural flourishing, to today's struggles, the challenges of a modern nation, each tough time only made them stronger, forging a nation tempered in the fires of history. To truly understand Serbia now, its present-day identity and aspirations, we need to look back at how it started, at the roots of its culture and the foundations of its society. We must explore a great time of kings, their triumphs and their legacies, holy people whose faith shaped the moral compass of the nation, and artists who captured the spirit of their time in masterpieces of art and craftsmanship. They built a way of life, a cultural heritage, whose light could never be put out, a beacon of hope and resilience for generations to come. In this old place, steeped in history and tradition, the strong core of the Serbian nation was made, its values and identity forged in the crucible of time. It was tested by fire, by wars, invasions, and periods of oppression, and shown to be unbreakable, a testament to the enduring spirit of the Serbian people. Before big empires ruled the Balkans, Slavic groups set up the start for Serbia. The Nemanjic family, started by Stefan Nemanja in the 12th century, brought Serbian lands together and began a great time. Under their rule, Serbia grew, making its borders bigger, building churches and helping people feel like one nation. The Serbian Orthodox Church, made independent by Saint Sava, became the protector of their identity and culture. Churches like Studenica and Miloseva became places for art and learning, keeping the language and traditions safe. Emperor Stefan Dusan made the country bigger and introduced Dusan's Code, a smart set of laws for that time. This time showed how good a country could be on its own and what it could achieve, inspiring people later to dream of being free. The memory of how great the Nemanjic family was became a guiding star through hundreds of years of foreign rule. The great era of the Nemanjic dynasty, a time of prosperity and cultural flourishing, eventually came to an end. Their legacy, etched in stone and memory, would forever shape the Serbian identity. This decline coincided with the rise of a formidable power to the east as the Ottoman Empire grew strong, casting a long shadow over the Balkans. Their expansionist ambitions threatened the very existence of the Serbian kingdom. The Battle of Kosovo in 1389 became a pivotal moment, a clash of civilizations that would resonate through the centuries. This battle, though a military defeat, became a key part of Serbian stories, woven into epic poems and songs passed down through generations. It was transformed into a symbol, a sign of giving everything, of ultimate sacrifice, and of fighting back against overwhelming odds. Ottoman rule brought hard times, a period of subjugation and cultural suppression that tested the resilience of the Serbian people. The old order was dismantled, important families were destroyed, their power and influence erased from the landscape. Churches, the heart of the community, were changed, their sacred spaces transformed, and in a cruel twist, children were taken to be soldiers, forced into service of the very empire that oppressed them. But despite the oppression, the Serbian spirit stayed alive, burning brightly in secret, nurtured in the shadows. The Orthodox Church, a beacon of hope, kept their faith alive, preserving traditions and offering solace to the faithful. They safeguarded their language and kept memories of their glorious past safe, hidden from the eyes of the conqueror. This act of cultural preservation was crucial, keeping the idea of a nation alive in the hearts and minds of the people. Churches became safe places, sanctuaries where the flame of Serbian identity continued to flicker. And stories of old heroes of courage and defiance lived on, inspiring new generations to resist. This spirit of resistance found expression in many forms, most notably in the emergence of Hajduks. These were outlaws who fought the Ottomans, engaging in acts of rebellion and defiance against imperial rule. They became folk heroes, symbols of resistance and the unwavering desire for freedom. Their bravery, their daring exploits were celebrated in long songs, sung by bards accompanied by the haunting sound of the guzel. These songs gave hope to the oppressed and kept the dream of freedom alive, fueling the spirit of resistance. Even in the darkest of times, Serbs refused to give up, clinging to their identity and their hope for a better future. They were choosing danger and freedom over being slaves, a testament to their unwavering commitment to self-determination. The hundreds of years of fighting back, of resisting oppression in all its forms, shaped the Serbian character. It forged a national identity that would not disappear, an unbreakable spirit that would endure through centuries of hardship and struggle. As the 19th century dawned, the once mighty Ottoman Empire found itself in a state of gradual decline. Its military strength, which had once been the terror of Europe, was visibly weakening, and the empire's grip on its vast territories began to loosen. Amidst this backdrop of imperial decay, Serbian resistance, a flame that had flickered but never been extinguished, reignited with renewed fervor. The desire for liberation from Ottoman rule surged through the Serbian people once more. In 1804, the first Serbian uprising erupted, a pivotal moment in the nation's history. This rebellion was bravely led by Karađorđe, a charismatic figure who would become a national hero. The uprising showcased a Serbian army, forged in the crucible of resistance, fighting with unwavering determination for their long-denied freedom and self-determination. Though the first uprising was eventually suppressed with considerable force by the Ottomans, it shattered the long-held perception of Ottoman invincibility, proving that the empire could indeed be challenged and defeated. The seeds of doubt had been sown. The struggle for freedom was far from over. In 1815, the second uprising, under the astute leadership of Miloš Obrenović, began. Obrenović masterfully combined military force with shrewd diplomacy, recognizing that true liberation required both battlefield victories and skillful negotiation. Through these combined efforts, Serbia secured self-rule within the Ottoman Empire by 1830, a significant step towards full independence. With autonomy secured, the Serbs embarked on a path of modernization, laying the foundations for a modern nation-state. They established a functioning government, built a modern army to defend their interests, developed a system of schools to educate their citizens, and launched their own newspapers to foster a sense of national identity. Belgrade, the heart of Serbia, underwent a dramatic transformation, evolving into a vibrant European city. As Serbia modernized, a powerful sense of national pride and cultural revival swept through the nation. Intellectuals and writers such as Vuk Karadžić played a crucial role in this cultural awakening, revitalizing the Serbian language and collecting and preserving the nation's rich folk traditions. This cultural renaissance served to strengthen the connection between the present and Serbia's glorious, albeit often turbulent past. Finally, in 1878 at the Congress of Berlin, Serbia achieved its long-cherished dream, full independence. This hard-won independence was the culmination of centuries of struggle, sacrifice, and unwavering hope. The achievement of independence instilled in the Serbian people a profound sense of national pride and accomplishment. It also forged an unshakable determination to safeguard the freedom they had fought so valiantly to attain. The crucible of oppression and resistance had given rise to a potent force, Serbian nationalism. This burgeoning nationalism, fueled by a deep-seated desire for self-determination and a fierce sense of national identity, would profoundly shape Serbia's trajectory in the tumultuous years of the 20th century. Serbia's independence was soon tested by the chaos of the 1900s. The killing of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914 started World War I, with Serbia on the front lines. Even with early wins, Serbia suffered huge losses and a terrible retreat across Albania. The survivors got back together and helped win the war for the Allies, but over a quarter of their people were lost. After the war, Serbia became part of the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats and Slovenes, later called Yugoslavia. The dream of South Slavic unity crashed with deep differences between groups, leading to constant tension. World War II broke Yugoslavia apart, bringing occupation, civil war, and great suffering. After the war, Tito's communist government stopped nationalism, bringing peace but putting off unsolved problems. For decades, Yugoslavia balanced between the East and West, but unity was still weak. The beginnings of future conflict were hidden beneath the surface. Tito's death in 1980 left Yugoslavia weak, and old problems came back up. Bad economy and growing nationalism led to the violent breakup of the country in the 1990s. Serbia, under Milosevic, tried to protect Serbs in nearby countries, causing fighting in Croatia and Bosnia. The world blamed Serbia, putting harsh rules on them that hurt the economy and made feelings worse. The Kosovo War in 1999 brought NATO bombing, causing damage and pain. Serbs saw themselves as under attack, strengthening the idea of fighting back against powerful enemies. The wars left Serbia alone, poor, and burdened with people who had to leave their homes. Milosevic's removal from power in 2000 signaled hope for change, but getting better would be slow and hard. The nation faced the challenge of rebuilding and facing its recent past. The 2000s brought a new start for Serbia. After Milosevic, the country worked on democratic changes and tried to rejoin Europe. Joining the EU became a big goal, needing deep changes and a promise to be stable. Today, Serbia is changing. Belgrade is lively, and the economy is attracting money from outside. A new generation, connected globally and full of new ideas, is making things happen. Cultural pride remains strong, mixing old ways with new ones. Old churches stand next to big festivals showing a living heritage. Problems still exist: Kosovo's status, money differences, and dealing with past events. But hope is strong as Serbia moves forward, determined to write a new chapter. The young people show this spirit, building a future of peace and pride. Serbia's lasting strength comes from its culture, a living force, not just something from the past. From the songs of Zika Monastery to the lively Kolo dance, tradition brings generations together. Serbian minds like Nikola Tesla and Mihajlo Pupin changed the world, while artists and writers shared Balkan stories with people everywhere. The Orthodox Church kept language and memory safe through hundreds of years of hardship. Churches are like stone libraries, telling stories of faith, heroes, and hope. This mix of faith and identity is the base of the Serbian spirit. Serbia's story is about surviving, bouncing back, and having an unbreakable core. As it looks to the future, Serbia stands strong. Its fire, made strong through struggle, now lights the way forward.